Hello, 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 and welcome, family. Thank you for joining me today on Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray you are all doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. So, how is everybody doing? Me, I am fine. I'm over here losing my freaking mind, y'all. Again, this happens to me more times than I would like to admit, but I'm just sitting here just talking my dang on head off. And guess what? I did not hit record, and guess what I'm not doing? Recording, I'm just sitting here just talking to my darn self looking dumb. Ugh. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to remember what I was telling y'all. Luckily, I didn't go too far, but I was saying that my week was pretty much uneventful. I did get to hang out with my mom yesterday. She came by, and I enjoyed her. Enjoyed watching her. Definitely play with Ayla and spend some time with her. Always a good time when my mom comes by. And I was talking about the struggles of working from home because I work from home and I try to multitask, and it's hard to cook when you're at home. I try to cook and do dishes, laundry, everything. I try to do all of that stuff on my breaks and lunch break, and it's really hard, and it really puts a lot of stress on me because a normal person who doesn't work from home, they might start a load of laundry, and then when they get home, they put it in the dryer and they ain't got to worry about it. Or they might throw dinner in a crock pot, and then when they get home, it's already ready. Me, I'm like, I don't do any prep. I'm just trying to cut up vegetables and cook a quick meal in 30 minutes. Y'all, it's not that many meals that you can really make in a 30-minute span. Like, it's really like a lot of work, and I really be stressing myself up trying to cook these meals. And I am so glad that, my hubby be helping me out because, if he didn't come home and cook, I don't know what we would eat. You know what I mean? It's a struggle. So with that being said, my mom was complaining, which she loves to do, because she don't never cook for us. But when we be cooking, honey, oh, she always got to put her little 1 and 2 in, okay? But it's all with love. I don't let her bother me because I just know that's her personality. But I accidentally put some sweet heat seasoning in the food, rushing and not really paying attention to what I was doing. I was trying to hurry up because I was in the middle of doing something else. And anytime that I'm rushing when I'm cooking, I always make mistakes. I even left an ingredient out of my meal, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm really mad at myself. I don't even know how I left that out. But you know how I left it out? Because I was rushing. Like, it never fails. If I'm rushing and trying to cook, it's gonna be something wrong with it. It's when I'm able to take my time and really focus that my meals come out the best. So I just gotta quit rushing. But my mom swear that every time I be cooking, that I be trying to make my food hot on purpose, even when my food ain't supposed to be hot. Or even if it ain't like got anything hot in it, she will find a way to say that I put something hot in it. She just want me to just try to sabotage her. She was like, "Oh, you did it on purpose." And I'm like, "No, I really didn't. Like, I really just like we have a lot of seasoning. My hubby, he buys all the seasonings under the sun. And sometimes I just grab stuff. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know like what it be most of the time. And I will mix all kind of seasonings together. I will be mixing all kind of seasonings together, trying to, just I don't know. I don't have a focused plan with seasoning. I just season and feel my ancestors and let them come through me, okay? Like, that's what I do. So, um, she was upset because I didn't season the food to her liking. But I was glad to have her over. It was nice to have my mom over anytime she's over because, you know, um, this child just loves to interrupt me here. But another thing I did today, y'all, that was so freaking stressful. Like, this is so stressful that it just really drains me. I had to do my baby girl's hair today, and I'm gonna tell y'all, like, that is the one thing that I will put off and put off and put off and until eternity, honestly. Like, I will I will put it off because it is a test. Like, this girl, she does not like her hair done, okay? So, she's gonna cry, she's gonna get upset, she's gonna do everything under the sun to prevent me from doing her hair. Like, She just does not enjoy getting her hair done. And like right now, she don't like me doing anything but giving her attention. So she keep interrupting me. But it is like a fight for both of our lives. She's fighting for her life. I'm fighting for my life. We just in here knucking and bucking, okay, trying to do her hair. But I gave her a good wash, and she don't like the blow dryer because it's loud and noisy in her ear. So that was a struggle. And she has all of this hair, y'all. Like, if you know me, you know my baby has a lot of hair. She has thick, thick, beautiful curly hair, but it is very thick. It's too much hair for one head, if you ask me. And then the girl got the nerve to be tender headed on top of that. Like, y'all, I just really have to pray over me and her before I do her hair, because Lord knows it's a task. And it's a task that I'm not always up to do. So she been rocking ponytails for the last 3, 4 weeks. I know. Definitely since probably the last week of school, because honey, I don't feel like fighting with her. She is getting better, because before she wouldn't let me touch her hair at all. Then we pushed past that. And, finally, for the first time, I actually gave her some cornrows and did her a little braided cornrow style. And I'm glad, because at least this is going to give me a good 2 to 3 weeks. Probably only 2 weeks, because she ain't let me really do a good job at braiding her hair. I did the best that I could, but she has really soft, curly hair. And as you know what I mean? That hair, if you get it wet, it's going to unravel. But I was trying to do a style that's like pool friendly in case we go to the pool. But I don't know how much it's going to hold up, though, honestly. And, but anyway, that was my struggle of the day. Like that, like she was sweating, I was sweating. She was having a mental breakdown. I wanted to have a mental breakdown. It was just all of the things. Um, but I do want to say happy birthday to our June babies. First, starting off is my cousin Jessica. Happy birthday. That is my boo boo. I love her to death. She is one of the family members I stay in contact the most, besides my mom and brother, my little brother. Me and her talk a lot because we both work from home, and we share our misery stories with our problem customers. You know what I mean? Like, because these customers be driving you crazy thinking that they can talk to you any kind of way. And I'm going to let y'all people know, listen, when you call into a company, we did not cause whatever problem that you, please be polite to us. It's not our fault. Like, we just here doing a job, and our job is to help you to the best of our ability. But our job is not to be abused by you. And I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to let you know. I'll be sharing with her how to hang up on people without getting in trouble. Okay. Because who y'all think y'all talking to? Who? Because I ain't the one, the two, or the three, or the four. So don't add up to me. Anyway, but happy birthday to my cousin Jessica. Love her dearly. Me and her both have 13-year-olds. Well, she has one 13-year-old. I have two, because I have twins. So our kids are the same age. They're in the same grade. So we be going through the same struggles, and we be just, Lord, honey, how your child doing? Your child this, your child that? Like, ooh, we been just going through it the same. And it be driving us crazy from time to time. And then I also want to shout out to my kids' daycare owner, Mrs. Williams, Miss Irma Williams. We love you, and we hope you had a wonderful birthday. But I know she had a wonderful birthday, because her family loves her to death, and they always take good care of her. Like, I want my life with my kids to be like hers. When my kids get older, they always are together. They're always doing things together. They always like really celebrate all the holidays together. They go on trips together. Like, I'm like, I hope my kids love me as much as your kids love you. Like, dang, like, the worst thing is if your kids all move away and then you ain't got nobody to come and see you and spend time with you. But I know Mrs. Williams had a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday to you. Also, shout out to my big brother Marcus. That's my oldest brother's brother. But he my brother too. We brothers from another mother and a father, but that's still my brother. Happy birthday to you too, Marcus. They've always, showed us love, and I just appreciate my older brother siblings, because they the bomb. I'm just gonna say they the bomb. They really are. I love them down. And also, y'all, happy Pride Month. to all of the people who celebrate gay pride. And I'm one of the people that celebrate gay pride. I'm not gay, but I still love y'all and I still celebrate y'all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful month just for y'all. Y'all, let me tell y'all, speaking of gay pride, so my twin's birthday is June 7th. And it was in 2025. We took a family trip and I was pregnant with baby girl. So she wasn't with us, but it was my twins and my oldest daughter. We took a family trip and we went to Disney. Little did I know that we were there during Pride Month, and it was their actual Pride celebration that weekend we decided to go. So it was very interesting. We had a good time, though. I'm not even gonna front you. It was a good time. The people was nice. It was fun. But I saw a lot of people there, and I was like, "What's going on?" And it was like, "Oh, it's the Gay Pride celebration at Disney World. You ain't know?" No, I did not know. So, anyway, I do want to say happy Pride Month to you all. I hope you all have fun celebrating, like do your parades and go to your dinners and get your balloons and your cakes and all that and be who you are for your pride. All right, so excuse my singing. I know I'm not the best singer, but y'all gonna get these bars. Anyway, but happy Pride Month, everyone. And so that was it for my week, pretty much. I don't think I did anything else. Nothing else special happened that I can think of. I probably don't. I'll probably be skipping over a lot of stuff that happened. I don't really talk about myself that much because I really feel like nothing really be happening. But I mean, maybe if I think about it a little more, I probably can share some more of my life, especially with my kids, because I'm gonna tell you, my kids, they be driving me crazy. They really do. I love my baby girl. She's talking so much more. She has such a little personality out of her. And she just really be trying to boss everybody around and tell everybody what to do. She act like she my mama, honey. And she be telling me, no, mommy. And like she over here in the background right now telling me to be quiet. Girl, you be quiet. I'm trying to record my podcast, okay? I'm trying to get in touch with my listeners and keep the content coming, okay? But she want me to be quiet like I'm bothering her. Like she can't get out of here and go do something else, but she got to be up under me all the time. This girl want to do everything that I do. When I tell you everything, everything. Like, I just got to watch what I do and make sure I'm doing the right thing at all times because, Lord, she is a little sponge. And then my twins, they ain't home right now. They coming home this weekend just in time to celebrate their birthday. And, they've been a little MIA. I try to get them their space because one thing about them is they do not be checking for me when they not out. Now, when they at home, they be all up in my face. But now that they not with me, honey, they like, who was you? Oh, okay. We'll see you when we see you. Now, one of my twins, he did tell me that he missed me. And I was like, oh, but then I was talking to him on the phone. And I was like, we was getting ready to get off the phone. And I was like, all right, I love you. Bye. And he was like, bye. And I was like, I just said I love you. You just gonna say bye? Rude. But it's okay because when they get home, I'm gonna act like I don't even see them or hear them when they be like, "Oh, mommy, I love you. Give me a hug." I'm gonna be like, "No, no, back up." No, I'm not. I'm a sucker for these kids, but they be dreaming any kind of way. And then, honey, my oldest, Lord have mercy. Cue the dramatics. Okay, she need to be acting right now because, honey, she is full of the dramas. Like one minute we be fine, and the next minute she be mad at me because your girl just speak a mile a minute and she won't even breathe when she talking. And I'm like, y'all know how Megan do the hot girl thing when she be telling you about her day and she be talking real fast. That's how my daughter be talking. She don't take a break. She move from subject to subject to subject, and she don't want your opinion. And I'd be like, well, ma'am, why you calling me if I can't give my opinion? Like, you just want to just come and spill and dump all over me and then don't even hear what I got to say? Like, rude. So, that's my mom life, but it's fun. And then let me think what else. Who else I'm gonna talk about? My hubby, oh, he mad at these men up under my post. I'm gonna tell you that. He like, why is these men putting hearts under your post and liking them? And I'm like, I don't even know who these people is. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but they are giving me engagement, so I do appreciate it because I'm gonna tell y'all, my family be supporting me, but some people don't And that's a whole nother story. Cause like and comment and share my posts. Please and thank you. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go on to our next segment of celebrity news. Okay. So y'all know Kevin Hart has been giving a um so as y'all know, Kevin Hart has been getting a lot of backlash about this roast, honey. And he basically came on to tell y'all, like, listen, he went on the Breakfast Club. He was like, listen, I don't have nothing to do with what these people said. They came up here to roast me. Y'all know that at a roast, people are gonna say whatever they want to say, and they don't care whose feelings they hurt. So why y'all getting mad at me? And I understand he does not have any control over what happens. And he basically said that if he would have reacted negatively, then that would have affected him. And one thing y'all know about Kevin Hart is he gonna play the Hollywood game. He not gonna do nothing to stop his coins. He always plays along with these people with whatever they need him to do. So I don't know why y'all expected anything other than that from him. I mean, it just is what it is. Some people are going to do whatever it takes to remain in the spot that they're in, and they're going to play the game, in order to have what they want. And that's what Kevin is doing. You know, there are some people that don't want to play into their games, and so they stand up for whatever they believe in, but they do have less opportunities because of that. Because the person that's just going to shut up and go along from the ride, they not really gonna have any issues with all the opportunities that they're gonna get. And his thing is, a lot of people got eyes on them. Sh- Um, what's her name? Um, what is her name? I can't even think of what's her name, but she got a special out of the deal. Cheryl Underwood, Lord have mercy. Cheryl Underwood got a special out of it, but they were really nasty to her. Y'all already know how I feel, but Kevin basically said, leave him alone. He ain't got nothing to do with that. No, he wouldn't have made that joke, but no, there's nothing he could have done to stop the joke. And I agree, there's nothing he could have done, but we also knew that he wasn't gonna like get up and like rock the boat. Like we knew that. We know he don't rock no boats but ours when he comes to the black shows and try to be all turned up. Like all the energy he was giving on Breakfast Club, he wouldn't have gave that to nobody else. Had somebody made a racially insensitive joke about the whites, then he would not have been up there acting like that with them. He would have been like, I am so sorry. I was appalled. It was the most worst thing ever. But with us, he gonna try to come up there and nuck a few bucks. So, whatever. Whatever, Kevin, do your thing. You gotta worry about your own soul. We ain't in control of your soul. So, it is what it is. Now, Ray J, with his only a few weeks to live as, decided to get into an MMA fight and got landed in the hospital because of it. Like, sir, didn't you just say you was about to die because your heart was giving out on you and now you doing a fight? Like, that makes zero sense to me. I don't really understand why you would do that, but okay, Ray J always trying to get some sympathy, and what Nikki say, ain't no sympathy for you idiots, or whatever she said. She said something like that, but Ray J, sit your ass down somewhere. Sit your ass down. Right. Gosh, always doing something. Get your heart together. How you gonna MMA fight and your heart bad? Like, make that make sense. And apparently Lil Wayne secretly got married. So congratulations to Lil Wayne and whoever the bride to be is. Wishing y'all nothing but years of happiness. But ooh, y'all, I'm so excited. The Scary Movie trailer looks so freaking good. Like, I legit want to go see it this weekend, but it's my boy's birthday weekend, so I'm not really gonna, push the issue of being able to see it immediately. But oh, that trailer was fire. Like, oh my gosh, it looks like it's going to be so freaking good and juicy. And I cannot wait to watch it. I just can't wait. And then Gayle King had a cheating story about her cheating his husband and how she caught him cheating. And it's probably going to be one of our discussion stories like later on. But Gayle King says that her flight got canceled. She went home. And when she went home, surprisingly, she caught her husband. She didn't catch him in bed, but he like ran down in his towel and tried to stop her from coming in the house. and didn't want her to see that he was cheating with her freaking best friend. Like, how low of a scumbag can you be? And then he leaves to take the best friend home. And then tells Gail, don't tell her husband, because she wanted to call her husband. She was like, don't tell her husband because they got a good marriage. Well, I'll be damned. Don't tell her husband that she cheating with my husband because their marriage is good. Their marriage is not good. Neither one of these marriages is good. Why is you sleeping with her best friend? And who is this lady? Because she ain't name drop, but I want to know who she is. And I think I heard that Gail did eventually tell her husband, because, honey, I would not be keeping no secret for her. No, you in here sleeping with my man in my house. You don't need to go get a hotel room. Like, ooh, I do not understand why people think it's okay to cheat in your home. Like, do you want to die? And I ain't promoting violence, but do you want to die? Because why you in my home and in my bed having an affair? If you having an affair, you need to have enough money to go either to their house or go get a hotel room. You really need to be getting a hotel room. Like, why are you going to anybody's house when you cheating? Like, that don't even make any sense. Like, it is just stupid. But yeah. Anyway, um, you know, kudos to Gail King for being able to talk about this so candidly, because Lord have mercy, I just cannot believe she didn't beat that lady ass. Like, she should have started a whole fight. Her kids were in the house with their nanny, and she had to get the nanny to get the kids out so they couldn't see that the lady who her kids called auntie was sleeping with their daddy. Like, imagine, like, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Now, on to the next subject. Young MA, honey. Young MA is a mess, but ooh. This lady done said she likes messing with straight women. And I'm a little confused, because what straight women are sleeping with Young MA? Like, how you straight and you sleeping with a woman? Like, can you please explain that to me? I just want to know how that worked. Like, how is that going on, and how is it working, and how is it possible, and what's the semantics of that? Because are you a little gay? Are you a little bi-curious? I don't understand how she's messing with straight woman, because I'm a straight woman and I ain't never had, like, no gay experiences. So I don't know how you can be straight but then you gay or you bi at the same time. Like, you can't be straight and bi at the same time. You either bi or you gay, right? I mean, y'all tell me. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I don't know this new age stuff all the way, but I guess she means women who have never been with another woman before, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just mind my straight business, because I don't know. But Young and May said if you give her the look, if you give her that look, when you give her that look, then the penny's coming off, okay? And the strap coming out. All right. So watch how you looking at Young and May, because she ain't playing with y'all, honey. She gonna give you what you asking for. She said she gonna get the strap, and she might keep the strap on, okay? Ooh. Anyway, so Cardi and Latto. So Latto had some words for Cardi, because Cardi called her pussy. And that's really not cool. Because first of all, and Cardi did apologize, but Cardi, the fact that you even said that about this girl while you're ranting and raving, because she acts like a freaking maniac. Like, when she get mad, she like loses all of her marbles. But she's sitting here yelling and cussing at Ice Spice, and she basically letting her know that she ain't Lotto, that she'll beat her ass. And the thing about it is, Cardi did not have to mention Lotto at all. Like, Lotto had nothing to do with this situation. But what you did was you spoke your true feelings about Lotto, and you interjected her into a situation that she didn't have nothing to do. And she gonna get online and be like, oh, I really love her and I love her team and they're so sweet. No, you don't. You really don't love her. You really stated how you really felt about her when you made that comment, when it had absolutely nothing to do with her. She's the kind of girl that pretends like she likes you in your face to get along and to play nice girl, but really in private, she's sitting here dissing all of these rap girls. I'm pretty sure she talks shit about all of them behind their back and they don't know. But Yet she want to criticize Nicki Minaj for being honest and upfront about how she feel about everybody. I mean, who's worse? A person that's gonna tell you to your face how they feel about you and let you know that they don't f with you, or somebody who's going to pretend like they like you in your face, work with you, do songs with you, but then secretly talk ish about you behind your back. Like, I really prefer the upfront and honest person, because why we pretending like we get along? Why? Why are we gonna do that? Why you gonna pretend like you have so much love and respect for me? If you had any love or respect for me, then you wouldn't have been on a recorded tape talking ish about me when I had nothing to do with the situation. That was between her and Ice Spice. Lotto should have never come up in that situation, but it just shows that Cardi B is messy. And so basically, she apologized to Lotto, months ago, telling her that she'll buy her a bag and all that. Girl, I what is a bag gonna do when the whole world just heard what you said about me? And then she didn't even apologize to her when it first happened. She only apologized when the recording was leaked. So she been knew that she said what she said, but she never apologized for it until she was caught. So it's really kind of backwards to even go there. And Lotto addressed it on one of her songs, saying basically like, you know, um, that she ain't pussy and that her man can buy her all the bags that she wants. She don't need no woman buying her no bag. And basically told Cardi to get in the booth, because why you sitting here ranting and raving, get in the booth and write about it. Like, we don't need all of that. And I agree. Like, what's going on? Me and my daughter was talking about it. She was like, "Oh, I think Lotto shouldn't have said anything." No, Lotto should have said something, because that was very disrespectful of Cardi, like, very disrespectful. And then you're gonna sit here and pretend like y'all all cool and everything. We never gonna be cool. If I hear you dissing me in a recording when I have nothing to do with the situation, like, if Lotto had done something to Cardi, I could see, but she didn't have nothing to do with it. She didn't, she mad because the two of them made up. And, she basically telling her, I'm not going to be like Lotto. I'm not going to beef with you and make up. Okay, well, that's you. But you ain't got to put Lotto in the situation. And I feel like bullies like that, if you don't stand up to them, then other people are going to feel like they can come bully you too. So, I mean, I'm glad that Lotto did what she did. And maybe somebody was in her ear telling her that that's what she needed to do. But what these rap girls need to know is that y'all really not friends. Y'all are basically co-workers, and y'all, you know, you really not on a team together anyway. You're not coworkers. You're competitors. Yeah, you basically are competitors. You're competing for the top spot. And treat these ladies as such. We can do music together, but we ain't friends, and we're not gonna pretend to be friends. And when I get on a song with you, I'm trying to slaughter you and murder you every single time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all can really be cool and have genuine friendships, but I wouldn't be calling friends with everybody. And if I was Lotto, I would never trust Cardi again. I just wouldn't. We can be cool, we can do music together, but I would never think that you really are a girl's girl and that me and you cool like that. Like, no. Um, and then this was a little old, but I never talked about it. But shots were fired outside the White House and the gunman was killed. Like, they just really keep trying it. They really keep trying it. It's amazing that how some people can get hit immediately and then they just keep fumbling when it comes to other people. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Um uh oh, another thing that came up regarding Lotto though is they were saying, somebody was asking, can 21 Savage wife sue for alienation of affection? And I'm not really sure. It depends on what state that they're in. And it also depends if they're legally married. So hopefully she's not. I mean, they're not still legally married. I don't know. But I did see a picture of Lotto with 21's wife and another one of his baby mamas looking like they sister wives. And that was really crazy. Like, I don't really know. That was weird to me. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was DJ Envy mentioned on the Breakfast Club that he thinks his daughters will listen to him about what boys they should and should not date. And DJ Envy is so delusional because, honey, you might have the best relationship in the world with your daughters, but if some little boy get their nose wide open, it does not matter what you have to say. And the discussion came from, Steve Harvey stating that his daughter brought home a guy that she didn't like, and he let him know that he didn't like him. And he told him, well, respectfully, sir, it's really not your choice. And, Steve Harvey basically threatened his life, basically. But, I mean, you really don't have any control over who your kids date. It does not matter how much you pour into your kids, how close you are to them, they are going to find their own way. And sometimes the way they find is not going to be the right way. Sometimes they're going to do everything against what you taught them to do, and they're going to do everything opposite of what you would like for them to do. It just is what it is, and there's not really much you can do about it. All you can do is be there to pick up the pieces when they crumble. But DJ Envy gonna learn. He only has 2 adult children, so he probably really feels like the rest of his children are gonna be easy. But one thing you don't know is that children throw you curveballs. The first 2, yes, they're doing great. And not that I'm saying his kids are gonna do bad, because no, I would never wish that on anybody. But what I'm saying is you just cannot underestimate feelings that, your kids may have for someone else. You don't know, because they're not gonna have the same daughter father feeling kind of bond. There's going to be some guys that's going to be able to whisper in your daughter's ear and get them all shook up, and they're not going to care about what you say. And same thing for your boys. They're going to be all shook up about some girls someday and not really care about what you're saying if they're not good for them. They're going to want who they want, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You just got to really be there for your kids to try to help pick up the pieces when they screw up their life because they don't want to listen to you. And I am learning that, with my oldest daughter, like, that girl do not listen to nothing that I say. She does everything opposite from what I say. And even when it ain't working out, and I be like, well, do you want to try my way now? She still be like, no, I still want to keep going this way because that's what I want to do. It don't matter what I tried to show her and what I tried to instill in her, she still want to figure it out on her own, even if it's killing her. Even if she on her last leg and all her other limbs shot off and she just hopping on that one leg, she still want to keep hopping in the wrong direction instead of turning around and going the other way. That's just what kids do sometimes. So you got to let them hit that ass. A hard head make a soft ass. That's what my mama always told me growing up. And sometimes you got to let them feel it. Okay, you got to let them feel that pain. But anyway, our discussion question is going to come from Miss Gail King's cheating story. Like, what is the craziest cheating story y'all have ever had? Like, so I'm not going to name any names, but I do want to say, like, there was somebody I was dating before that, and this is right in tune with gay pride, but like, I caught an ex with another man in our house that was gay. And I didn't catch them doing the do, but I had left and went out of town for a little bit. And I come back home and them two in the house alone together looking shocked because I didn't tell him. I never told him when I was coming back. He always was caught by surprise because I ain't never want nobody to be able to, like, I wanted to be like Gail King and catch you cheating. Now, I ain't catch him cheating, but just the 2 of you was there and was looking scared and, like a deer in headlights. And I'm just saying, if that's really your homeboy, you ain't gonna look like that when your girl come home. You're just gonna be, what's up, what's up? But no, him and that dude was in there doing something, okay? They was in there doing something. So, yeah, that was one of my craziest cheating stories is my ex was in there with a gay man that he claimed was his friend, but he might have been his boyfriend. I'm just gonna leave that at that. But y'all, what's some of y'all craziest cheating stories that you have ever, caught your partner in? Because Lord, people really be trying it, don't they? Anyway, I do want to thank you all again and again and again and again. But thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing on up. I'm wishing you all a wonderful day. And please remember, be smart, be kind, be beautiful, and be blessed. And until next time, bye.